Is South Africa with 3 capitals: Cape Town, the legislative; Pretoria, the administrative; and Bloemfontein, the judicial.
In 1852, the Dutch settled in the Cape Town area in South Africa until the British occupied the area in 1806. And from that time, South Africa was a part of the British Empire and just another colony. In the 1800s, the British established 3 new colonies, while the Dutch established states in the north.
On May 31st, 1910, the country became the Union of South America. On May 31st, 1961, they declared themselves as a republic, but were still ruled by the white minority. From 1994, the black majority rules, and they still do today.
In 1948 was discrimination and segregating reinforced and systemized through the apartheid policy. This meant that the black people were segregated from the rest of the society. South Africa became a republic in 1961 after an election for the white inhabitants. Several black parties were forbidden in the 1960s, and the black people fought for their rights until they got the power back in 1994 with Nelson Mandela.
South Africa is the only country in the world that is controlled from 3 capital cities. In Cape Town lies the parliament, and therefore also the legislative power lies in Cape Town. In Pretoria lies the government and the administrative power. In Bloemfontein lies the Supreme Court, so the judicial power lies there. Thabo Mbeki is the president in South Africa.
Although subjected to the most intense oppression and exploitation, the colored people are the true indigenous people of South Africa. There are 6 large groups who identify themselves as indigenous people and who claim the status. These ethnic groups include 3 main groups: the various Nama communities, the major Griqua associations, and representatives of the Korana descendants.
In 2006, the unemployment rate laid at 25.5%, but in 2007 it went down with 2% to 23.5%. There were 13 million people with a permanent job in 2007, so that means that there were about 5 to 7 million people that were unemployed in South Africa in 2007. Life expectancy is really low in South Africa, and it lays at 48.8 years for males and 49.7 years for females. South Africa lays at 178th place in the world, out of a total of 195 countries.
Africa has had a rich history of literary output. Until relatively recently, realism dominated the production of fiction and literature in South Africa. The first fictional works to emerge from South Africa were produced by colonial writers whose attitude to indigenous South Africans was very hateful. This is especially true of the writers of adventure stories, in which colonial heroes are romanticized and the role of the blacks was reduced to that of the enemy or the servant.